Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is your boy Shady with a brand new vlog, and you could see a brand new bike. Okay, this is R15 version 4 2024 model. So if you buy this bike from Digi Corporation, it might cost around 190 to 2 lakhs, but if you buy this bike from the Thimpu Yamaha's showroom, then this bike will cost around approximately 1 lakh, like 2 lakh 15,000 to 2 lakh 20,000. Okay, in between that price range. In this vlog I'll be talking about what is the difference between this R15 and the previous R15 which used to come in 2022. What are the upgrades that the company has brought? What's the difference between BS6? Okay, this is also BS6, but it is E20. So what is E20? You guys may not know it, but I'm here to tell you that as well. And in this vlog I'm going to talk about how the build quality is, what are the features that comes with the R15 version 4, why you should get this bike, who should get this bike. I'll give you the test ride of this bike. It doesn't even have a number plate out here because this is like the latest bike, it just brought out from the showroom. I'll take the camera in my hand and I'll start talking about everything that's going to happen in the vlog ahead. So keep joining. Guys, I have a Yamaha key out here. So there's a motorcycle and this is the key, and you get a number out here, right? You can use this number to do CPMS. Do you want to hear an exhaust note? Okay. Give it 3. Okay. If you look at the front, you get a look of R7 because this bike is been inspired by the bigger bike which is R7, a dream bike of most bikers in Bhutan and India. Okay, so look at the look. It has a replica or somewhat like inspired look from the R7, and the DRL are so nicely fitted, and look at that projector headlamp. So that is like very good. It performs very well in the night time. So in the front profile you would not see any upgrades. Okay, it looks same only. It has the same DRL, same projector headlamp, but the projector headlamp, if you compare with the V3, it's so much better. And the disc brake and the ABS you could see out there. It is a 155cc liquid cool, a single cylinder engine with Yamaha's variable valve actuation, and producing a power up to 18.4 PS, and it can go 18.4 PS at 10,000 RPM and 14.2 Nm torque at 7,500 RPM. Okay, so that is the power figure of this bike. And the suspension is like telescopic upside down fork. Okay, you can see out here it has a telescopic upside down fork, and linked with the monoscope suspension which is at the back of it. The handling of the bike is, guys, what to say, perfect. Okay, but in the good road. If it's in the bad road, then yeah, you definitely feel every bumps. Okay, so we'll talk about that in the ride review. It has a dual channel ABS with a 282mm front disc, and okay, the front disc is 282mm, and the rear disc is like, it has a rear disc up to 220mm. The braking system is absolutely great. The front tire is 118/70, and the rear tire is like 140/70 R17. Okay, and it really provides a good grip. It's an MRF tire, so it is good tire. It's not the best tire, but it is a good tire according to the bike. And if I talk about like tech features, like it gets a fully digital instrument cluster. Okay, fully digital. You could see so many things, and it has a Y-Connect app, connectivity. It has a riding mode. There are 2 modes. Okay, track and street. And another thing is that it has traction control, like I told you, and it has VVA indicator. Okay, so VVA, when the VVA kicks in, you would be notified out here. Okay. There's a side stand cutter feature as well. There's a sensor out there. Okay, and this sensor, if you forget to, like, if you start a bike with the sensor down, then your engine won't start because there's a sensor out here. There are other models of R15 version 4 with so many different colors. There are so many variants, so this is upgrade. And the smartphone connectivity is much improved than before, and now it even suggests the navigation. Okay, it gives the notification and all. And another thing is that it has really improved the quick shifter as well. I'll talk about the build quality. So if I talk about this plastic quality, it's like so nicely done. So if you look out here, you'd see the Yamaha R15 version 4 like stickers out here. And I'm really disappointed about one thing. Okay, that is, look at this, they still are giving this halogen indicators. I don't know why, how and when, but these indicators are too bad. Not because they illuminate bad, it's just because the quality. Look at this, it is still moving, like I don't know why we can't complain this at Yamaha, okay, in Bhutan, because they just bring the bike. Actually the bike is produced in India. So look at this already, this one's fit, but this one's like already moving, and this bike is just taken out from the showroom right now from the Dicky Corporation, okay. So it don't have any number plates put down. So if you just look at the bike, you know, it has a really good build quality. So you get a Yamaha Y Connect app, okay. You can connect this motorcycle with your mobile phone and see the last location, you know, last park location and all. And if you look out here, you'd see E20, because this bike is like E20 compliant, okay. It means that it can use 80% gasoline or petrol, okay, if I be specific, and 20% ethanol, okay. So because, you know, the fossil fuels getting exhausted, so that's why India is trying to produce a motorcycle which uses less gasoline, less fossil fuel. So that's why they are using 20% ethanol and 80% gasoline, just to save power, you know, just to like, you know, do a less emission, you know. So because of that, and it is definitely combined with the BS6, and it is E20. So there are another version of R15 as well, which is E10, okay, but this is E20, the latest. So that's the biggest change, okay. This is E20, and the bike that used to come previously, which was V4, was like just R15 V4 BS6 only. In 2022 this suspension color was yellow, I mean golden, but right now they have given the black suspension, and it looks really nice in the eye to look at, you know. And since the engine of this is a like a ferret motorcycle, so that's why the engine is like much covered with this side cover, and you'd not be able to see engine nicely, okay. You could just see the half of the engine, and if you look inside, you'd be seeing a radiator guard, because this comes with a liquid cooling system. You need to put on coolant, okay. So your coolant is, I think, that side. It's not that visible, yeah. Your coolant is out here, and if you look out here, you'd see the quick shifter, okay. So how does the quick shifter works? If you have no idea, it means that when you're riding, you know, you don't have to pull your clutch. You can just go and, you know, leave your throttle and just like do the gear shifting. And they have really improved this one, okay, because last time when in 2022 only the R15M, which is the flagship of the Yamaha R15 lineup, has been given this quick shifter, okay. And in V4 Blue they were just trying this quick shifter, and some bike were coming with the quick shifter, but it was not working well. But this time they have really made this workable, and it's like working flawlessly, so perfect. So you get the quick shifter, that's the biggest feature. Best thing about this bike is that it can rate line up to 12,000 rpm, okay. So most of the bike that are coming at this cc or at this range, if you look at other bike with 150 cc bike, you know, motorcycle, you would never see a motorcycle that goes up to 12,000 rpm, okay. So it can rate line up to 12,000. It is shown through 13,000 also. So this is the best thing about this bike, you know. There's a VVA technology. The real performance will kick in after 7,400 rpm when the VVA kicks in, okay. So that is the best thing about this bike, you know. And its mileage is like, guys, what to tell, because I've been riding that Yamaha R15 V4 before, MT15 as well. So I know the mileage is like, it will give you above 50, no doubt. And you get a sticker out here, and the other build quality is perfectly, absolutely fine. But I don't know why Yamaha is giving these indicators. Like I told you, the look of the bike is so crisp and nice, and its handling is perfect, and with the best fueling, okay, efficiency. And the other thing is that it has a features, okay. So only feature that is bad is the indicators. Like I told you, it still gets the halogen indicator, and the other thing, everything is best, okay. You get all the features that you need. Even the traction control is not that needed, but then they have given it. So otherwise this bike is like, you know, a dream bike for so many riders who can buy R7 or other super bikes. So this has a look of that R7, you know, because it's inspired from the R7 only. And another thing is that not only the suspension that I talked about, it has the aluminum swing arm, which really helps in good, it really keeps the bike, you know, stability, improves the bike stability, and give you really good handling. Let's start the engine, okay. So you just need to click 3 times, okay. Okay, now can you see the VBA kick in? See how VBA kicks in, okay. 7,000, see here, after it reaches to 7, it kicks in, okay. So let's do a test ride. So here I go. Wow. So guys, its handling is really perfect, okay, honestly, and the throttle response is very good, and it has a decent pickup is also very awesome. But if you compare with the R15, I mean like MT15, then it has a little bit less low end performance, because this bike is focused more on the top end performance, okay. So because of that, it has a less low end performance, but then like its top end is also very good, and it is like so smooth. See this, I'm at the third gear around 2500 rpm, and it is pulling, you know. So this is the best thing about this bike, you know. Though this bike is a high revving engine, it works like almost like bikes which are having a long stroke engine, you know, like you don't have to change the gear time and again, because this bike will run. So I'm at the fourth gear around the speed of 40, and it is still pulling. Even if I put on the fifth gear, there's no knocking sound. So let's try with the sixth gear, and I'm riding around the speed of 40, okay, and there's no knocking. So this is the best thing about Yamaha, okay. So when you talk about, oh guide, I just went through these bumps and I can feel every bumps, okay. So if you want to ride this bike for long ride, I don't think that's really a good idea, because this is like made for city rides, and you can do some highway rides because it has a good performance. It can go up to 140, and some says that it can go up to 155, but easily it goes up to 140, no doubt, okay. So that's the best thing about this bike, and it has a tow mode, so like I told you, and like, you know, it's so like the sitting position is aggressive, okay. So if you are a kind of rider who wants to get the same bike with the same engine, but if you want upright sitting position, you may go with Yamaha MT15, okay. And one thing is that when you turn on like this, it tries to, you know, it really tries to lock your handle, okay, when you do a sharp turning, or if you turn the bike very sharp, because this is like the fared bike, like a sport bike. So you can't complain much about these things, all right. According to me, if you are single, if you are college going student, if you are someone who likes, you know, sporty bikes, then you should definitely get this one, okay. The handling is very great, the fuel efficiency, and this bike is there in the market. So there are other bikes as well, okay, but this Yamaha is like so popular in India and all over the world. Actually, it's an international brand. It's a Japanese brand, but it is international. So that's why like the parts availability is there, you know. It's very easy, the servicing and all is very easy. So if you purchase this bike for the first time, you just need to, like, you know, do a servicing every 500 kilometers until 1500 kilometers, okay. So that's the best thing. The girl was looking at me because this bike, yes, it attracts females, you know, because there are so many females and small kids who are really fond of this bike, you know. So if you just take this bike and, like, you know, travel around, then yeah, they will be like, wow, what a bike. They would definitely say that, okay. So that's the thing about this bike, and you can do a pretty good cornering, okay. Told you the price already. It costs like around, you know, 195 to 220, okay, in Bhutan, exactly this variant. But if you want to get other bikes, then yeah, they might, like, you know, other variant like R15 V4 M, then that might cost a little bit higher, because they call it the flagship model of Yamaha, which comes with the LED indicating and all. So that was it, guys. Thanks for joining. I'll see you in the next video. Be safe, take care of yourself, and don't forget to comment if you have any questions and all, okay. See you.
मैं हमेशा कहता था कि मैं अपनी जिंदगी की हर एक पल का मजा उठाना चाहता हूं, और मैं सोचता हूं इसी वजह से हम भाई हैं, क्योंकि तुम भी यही सोचते हो।